Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an updates video talking about all the recent things that I have tried and what my opinion is on them now. So I'm not going to make this a long intro, I'm just going to jump straight into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the new foundation from GURLAIN. This is the Natural Glow 16-Hour Wear Foundation. I have really been enjoying this. I really liked it in my review and my demo and my wear test. I have put this up on the table right with all of the other foundations that I have in my daily routine. I would put this in my top favorites. The only thing is that it doesn't last as long as my La Mercier foundation, which I have been obsessed with recently, and my Osmosis foundation, which I am about to run out of. The Osmosis Performance Satin Foundation, this and the La Mercier have been really my ride or dies right now, but I have been incorporating this one as well because I feel like it looks really nice on the skin and it has really nice longevity, but I feel like this one and the La Mercier one lasts just a little bit longer, so I can't put it on the same level, but skin wise and how it feels on the skin, how it looks on the skin, I really enjoy it. And it does last quite a long time. It's just not as long as my current favorites, but I have still really been enjoying this foundation. In case you didn't catch it, I'm in the shade 2N. I have one concealer to talk about, and it's the MILANI Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. When I first tried this out, I initially was shocked, I really did like it. And my mind has not changed about it. This is a really great concealer. I've used it several times. I find it to be right in between the texture of the Born This Way Super Coverage and the Tarte concealer. And as well as it's not too matte, but it's not too hydrating either. I feel like this is a medium to full. I feel like you can get full, but I don't like to apply too much concealer underneath my eyes. But this is a very nice concealer. I think this is a favorite one I've ever tried from the drugstore. This is a great one. So if you are wondering about it, definitely try this one out. I've heard some really great things about the e.l.f. concealer, so I want to try that one out, but so far this one has been great. Something I'm not so impressed with is this Marc Jacobs Fine Liner, I think it's called. Yes, Fine Liner Ultra Skinny Gel Crayon, and this is Nudist. I bought this specific shade because I wanted again to see if I could find something comparable to my Milk Makeup BCC liner, and I tried out the Benefit one recently, and I've talked about that, so I wanted to try this one, and this one is almost a joke to me. I don't know why. It just does not stay in my inner rim at all. I never had any troubles with the blacker liner, the regular line, staying in my inner rim, but this one, I don't know if there's a difference in formula or if it's just because of the shade or what, but this does not stay in my lower waterline. So if you don't want to try the Milk, you want to try something else, I think the Benefit one is better than this, but the Milk one is still #1 in my book. This one, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to use it and I'm going to go through it, but I will not repurchase it just because I just don't feel like it lasts. And honestly, the color in my waterline, while it looks kind of peachy nude here, for whatever reason, it looks more white to me in my waterline. And I don't want it to look white. I want it to look nude. So I don't know, but this one to me is a pass. I'm sure this looks really good on the top, because it's so thin if you had a different color like the black one or something, but I'm just trying out the waterline and I'm just not feeling it. This is what I have on my lips right now from Tom Ford. It's the Lip Lacquer Luxe. This is a brand new formula. They have the vinyl, the shiny one, and then they have the matte version. I didn't really love the matte version they came out with last year because it was so dry. It was thin. It was nice if you liked liquid lipsticks, but I'm not a liquid lipstick lover. Initially, I was not going to try this out until I saw Michelle Wang's video, and I picked out this shade, and I swear it looks different on me than it does on her. It looks so much more pink on me. The shade is Darling, but I want to talk about the formula. I do like this formula. I feel like it doesn't dry all the way down. It will have a little bit of transfer. My lips don't feel like they're being sucked dry. I do like to have something underneath it, so I like the Tatcha Camilla Gold Spun Lip Balm and then blotting it and putting this on, but still, even if you didn't do that, it does not dry all the way down. Like, it's definitely a matte, but you're not gonna be able to see it. There's a little bit of transfer, and it's like a little bit of tackiness almost, but not bothersome. So when I'm talking to you, my lips aren't sticking together or anything like that. And I wanted to make sure I mentioned this because I swatched it in my last Get Ready With Me, but I didn't actually apply it. So this is what it looks like on the lips, and the formula is nice. So if you like liquid lipsticks, but you don't like that super dry feeling, this is a nice formula. This mascara is so exciting to me. I love this mascara. And again, this is what I have on my lashes right now. It's from Covergirl. This was sent to me. It's the, I have to say this slowly because my tongue gets all kinds of tied, Exhibitionist mascara. It also comes in waterproof, but I'm just wearing the regular. I love this mascara. Now, if you like a wet mascara, you're not going to like this. If you like a in-between, slightly more dry, but like in between, it's not too dry, but it's definitely not wet, that's what this is. And I can build on it and build on it and build on it, which is what I like to do, but my lashes don't get clumpy. I love this mascara and I have been using it. So it hasn't been like, oh, I really like it, but I'm still going to use my high-end mascara. I have been using this and I will repurchase this. This will be in my drawer of favorite mascaras. This is one of like the best mascaras in general that I have tried. So I'm super excited about this. If you have been considering trying out this mascara, definitely do so. It's so good. Ooh, brushes. So I'm not going to talk about every single new brush that I've gotten recently because that's an entire video, like an entire video in of itself. But I want to talk about a few specific ones that I have been using and what I think about them. And there's some brushes that are going to be in my favorites. Some of these might be in my favorites, but I don't want to talk about all of them all at once. So I'm just going to talk about some of these. So I have the new WANE GOSS Synthetics set. As you can see, the two face ones are dirty and these two are clean. So obviously I have been showing these a little bit more love. I have really been enjoying the what is this? This is the 24S for buffing. This works so nicely because it has the perfect density. The shape is good, so I can get right around my mouth. I can get my forehead, cheeks, everywhere. This is amazing. It works really well for a lot of different things, but I have been using this for buffing and really been loving it. This one right here is the 25S, and I recently just used this and I just throw it on the floor. I'm not going to pick it up because it'll change my lighting. YouTuber problems. Anyway, I recently used that brush in my last video with the Bloom palette from Natasha Denona, and I really like that brush for blush and bronzer, but I don't use it as much for bronzer because I've been using something else, but I really do like it for blush. The way it applies things is just really nice, and I really liked how it applied that glow just so evenly. Something about his brushes, the way they are cut, it just puts things on so evenly. So I've really been enjoying those. I have used this one a few times, the 27S pencil brush, but this one I haven't used as much. I talked about that in the video that this one wasn't my favorite out of the set. I still like it. I'm still going to use it, but it hasn't been one that I grab for as much as the other three. But I still recommend the set, especially if you're looking for something that's higher quality, higher end, synthetic, that is just really worth the price. I love this set in general, but those two brushes are just, they're so good. This is another brush that I used in that Natasha Denona video. This is from Royal and LANGNICKLE. They recently came out with a whole new line of OMNIA Pro. So it's synthetic brushes and they're really nice. This one right here I've been using quite a bit because I like to take powder right here on the center of my face and I've been using this one. I was using actually a Wayne Goss brush before that for the majority of the time, but now I've been picking up this one because it picks up the perfect amount. I can get in there. I love this brush. I haven't gotten enough use out of the other ones from the line to really talk about them, so I'm not ready to do that yet, but I've been picking up this one a lot, so I wanted to mention that. When I have used more of the line a little bit more consistently, I will go further in depth. I just had to mention those. And then some more ESUM brushes. You guys have seen me talk about my ESUM brush, tongue-tied, ESUM brushes. I've been using them on my eyes, and now I have some face ones as well. I am really enjoying the ESUM brushes. These were sent to me, and I don't know how I didn't pick these up sooner. I love this line. So this is another brush I've been picking up for my bronzer. I've been using the Sonia G Pro face set for my Hoola, but this, you guys are gonna laugh. Don't judge me. So I have already gone and hit pan on my Natasha Denona. I believe this was in my favorite. So the sculpting powder, I really like it. The Hoola light bronzer is a little bit more of a powdery bronzer, so I've been using my Sonia G brush for that. It's the same shape as this one, but it's softer. So when I have been using this sculpting powder, yeah, look at this. This is ridiculous. I have been using this one because it grabs and this powder just a little bit better. And again, it just blends out so nicely. And this is the ESUM X51. I love this for bronzer. And then this one, I have been getting a little bit of shedding out of this one, but that's normal when you have natural hair brushes. If it continues to happen, that's when it's a problem, but shedding when you first get them, that's normal and to be expected. This has been such a good blush brush. I use this today. It's the perfect size for adding on my blush, and I've really been enjoying it. This is another brush that will grab at the product. So if you have a powder blush that maybe you're having trouble with a synthetic brush picking up the product, or even a natural hair brush that's a little too soft to pick it up, this one will kind of dig at the product a little bit, but not be itchy scratchy on your face. I really like it. So I've really been enjoying both of these. Speaking of blush, I recently spoke about one from Sydney Grace. I was placing an order on their site, and I've never tried their blushes before, so I wanted to try a blush, and the shade I picked up is Mauve Delight. This is so pretty. The formula is so good. I expect nothing less because I am obsessed with their eyeshadows, but I have been reaching for this quite a bit. It is so pigmented. You need a tiny, tiny little amount. The swatch right here, oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And while it looks like it's pretty light, again, this is so pigmented that it's going to go up to tan skin tone. So if you have not checked out her eyeshadows, get on it, you are missing out. But also, I'm going to have to pick up some more of her blushes because this is such a good formula. It's not drying or anything else. Pigmentation, beautiful, blends out. I love it. Sadly, I have not picked up the Melt Blueprint stack again. I kept meaning to, but then something else kept coming out. I need to play with this again and do a blue look for you guys. I know you guys asked for that, and I meant it. I really do. I have the best of intentions, but sometimes I just get bombarded. So I still have the same feelings towards this. I still like this stack. I still think it's a little bit crumbly. If you haven't seen my review, I would definitely go check that out. But I will try to get a blue eye look out for you guys. Right now I'm testing out the 3 new MAC artist palettes or something. So that's my mission right now. But if you guys still want to see a blue look with this, just let me know and I'll do it for you. You guys just gotta let me know. Now this was in my last get ready with me, so obviously I have not been picking it up and picking it up and picking it up, but I want to update you guys on how it lasted on my eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not end up with a bunch of glitter all over my face by the end of the day. I had the same amount as I would, well, I think less than like the Stila glitter eyeshadows, and less than some of the glitters I have used, like loose glitters with adhesive. I was so impressed with these. I cannot believe the result that I got. They are so pretty. Let me just show you. This is the one that I used in my video. They have some kind of agent in there that will adhere it to your lid on its own. They're gorgeous. They are so stinking pretty, but I just wanted to update you guys. Oh God, I'm gonna have glitter everywhere now. That it actually stayed there. It didn't end up falling all over my face throughout the day. I got a little bit here and there, but I really expected to have glitter everywhere, and this is nice. The only bad thing is the smell. It smells like crayons. It really does. It smells like crayons, but it's a really good formula. And I don't even know if I told you what this is, but this is the PIXI Glittery Eye Quad. The shade is Gold Lava. This is something I know you guys wanted to know what my thoughts were on, and I tested this out pretty much non-stop for almost a week. This is the Emily Edit from Makeup Revolution. This was sent to me, so this is what it looks like. And I'm impressed, you guys. When I did my WANE GOSS Synthetics review, I did an eye look in there that you guys requested because I had shown it on Instagram. Yeah, this palette is making me give some of the, I'm doing a little bit of a spoiler right now, but it's making me give my new MAC Artist palettes the side eye. So not every shade in here have I tried, and not every shade in here is good, but the majority. I haven't had any issues with any of the mattes in here. My only issue is that some of them the shimmers I have had to use on an unset base. So instead of going in and having my eye, you know, prepped and then set with Blanc Type, I will go in with the shimmers with an unset eye, and it grabs a hold of the pigment really nicely. I love this shade. This shade I think I had on in a video all over. And then I really like Cupcake. I think this is a beautiful palette. Grateful is my favorite shade in the entire palette. It's beautiful. So I have to tell you that to me, this is such a great buy. It is a beautiful palette. I definitely think it's worth giving it a try. I was truly shocked by this palette, and I know a lot of you guys were too, because when I did that look, I got so many comments about people saying, oh my God, I can't believe that you got that look with one brush. And this palette, because I've heard back and forth with it. I did get this after I think it was taken off the shelves and then put back on. So I don't know what that was all about. All I know is I got it after that, and I'm impressed with it. I like this palette and I would recommend it. 3 more palettes, and this one I absolutely love. Oh, it's so pretty, and do not ask me to pick between this one and the Kevyn Aucoin Nude Pop, because they are different. They are different enough. If you haven't seen the video where I did a look with this, go check it out. I show a picture of them side by side. I feel like this one is a little bit more on the gray side, whereas the Nude Pop is like that purpley gray. It still has gray in there, but yeah, and then it has a few little like warm shades like that gold or whatnot. This is so good, you guys. I love this. I used this the other day with just these shades, and you know, like how I love smoking out like one shade all over the eye and then blending it out with another shade. It's like one of my favorite things to do. They work phenomenally well, and I finally did use this shade. It's perfect. Like, this palette is perfect. I have no complaints about it. And when you guys saw me apply this shade on my eyes, not wet, just straight up on my eyes, oh, you guys y'all fell out, and so did I, because I was shocked by how good it is. This palette, if you like cool tones, is a must-have. If you ask me, it's a must-have. 2 more palettes to talk about, and then we are done. And these are from Anastasia's last collection. These 2 beauties right here. The first one is it doesn't have the name on it. Of course it doesn't, but I think this is the Daytime, and this is the Sunset, and they come in sets or separate. You didn't have to buy them all together. I bought them all together. I haven't played with the glosses after the video, and I knew I wasn't going to play with the liquid lipsticks because, like I said, I'm not a liquid lipstick lover. I have not touched this one again, but this one, I love this palette. This is so stinking pretty. It's something about it, it's just slightly different, and I don't know what it is, because to me, when I look at this palette, it looks like, oh, it's a typical warm tone palette, but it almost has like a peachiness to it, and which is obviously warm as well, but it just goes on the eyes a little differently than I expected, and the look that I got out of this is so pretty and fresh. I love this palette, and I've used it since then, and I just love it with my complexion. I can't wait to use this during the spring and summer because it's just fresh. I don't know how to explain it, and I love this gold in here, which typically I don't like golds like this on my eyes unless it's paired with like a purple or something. I'm doing a dramatic eye. But I love this gold. I just think that this palette is so, so good. And I like this palette. I just haven't touched it again since. So I just had to let you know that that's an update. I haven't picked it back up. So out of the two, like I said in the video, definitely go for the daytime set if you ask me. It's so funny because Kelsey and I had polar opposite opinions on it, which does not happen often, but I just really like the daytime one. I really do. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed my updates. Let me know if there's something that you're wondering about down below. I am currently doing my wear test for this foundation and the concealer. I've been trying it out, so that should be the next video because today I am doing the wear test. So if you're wondering about those, it's about to come up, so you will see that soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.